We want to give our praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to our elders, the apostles, the great millstone, and brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. All right. Now, one thing that we all got to realize sometimes in this truth, we just got to slow down and reflect, man. That's part of examining yourself. All right. And one thing you have to do is just slow down and examine yourself and keep things simple, man. All right, don't be trying to overcomplicate things, because you be looking at these guys like Sakari, you know, over here ranting and raving, saying he gonna put people to death because they ate some dressing on Thanksgiving or whatever, and all this other stuff. See, hey, look, are you doing the work? Are you living this truth? Are you keeping the laws to the best of your ability? Are you a brother's keeper? All right. You may not have a direct blood brother in this faith, but you do have brothers in the church. So you're supposed to be your brother's keeper, man. You ain't supposed to just be, yeah, you do whatever you want to do. Nah, hey, it's a full-blown brotherhood, man. You look at the next man and you show him respect. You do all these different things. And this is a part, of being in the faith, man. All right. And another part, you know, like I say, this is outside of teaching. This is in your daily life, man. Your family. If you got children, if you got a wives, or whatever, certain responsibilities, make sure you pay your bills, man. Make sure you take care of them. All right, do your part of what you're supposed to do the way that the Lord told you to do it, man. All right, don't just be sitting back. You ain't responsible for nothing. Jake don't want to be accountable for nothing. You gotta then knock a man on the back of the head just to make him pay his own electric bill, or just to make him go take care of his business, or he's in debt and he done let himself get in debt, or he don't want to go get a job. All these different things. This is part of you being in the faith, man. All right, you might not think so. You might think just doing a video is part of you being in the faith. No, man. Part of you being in the faith is being responsible and doing the things that you have to do, man. Because at the end of the day, people are gonna look at the men of the Lord as examples, all right, on how they should live their life, man. And one thing that Jake does, Jake respects the man who suffers and still endures. All right. That's why you see Jake in his rap music. And Jake love to hear that rapper who rap about the struggle. And he rap about the struggle and how he made it out of it. And what does a lot of Jake do? A lot of Jake, they respect that guy. They like, man, this dude, yeah, man, he came from the hood. I come from the same neighborhood he was from. Well, the thing is, the men of the Lord, hey, the Lord gonna be with us, man. Lord will be those men. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, starting verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Messiah, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right. That's the whole duty of man. This is what you're supposed to be doing, man. That's your whole entire job. See, Jake try to take it and overcomplicate things, man. All right. There's no need. You don't need to overcomplicate the format that the Lord already set out, man. He made it simple for us. All right. Now, Jake is the one who overcomplicates it. Just like in the scriptures, the Lord tell you, hey, don't cause your children to pass over the fire for Molech. What does Jake do in this day, in this society? This nigga just got done sacrificing somebody just so he can get $500,000, man, and show up on the TV. Then get tossed away later like he's nothing. All right, why? Because he wanted it now. So he strayed away from what was simple. He strayed away what was from not complicated And he made it all complicated. Now he's over here popping Percocets and Xanax, hurt as hell. Man, who the devil now? Oh, bro. Really?
And then he ended up getting sacrificed by a nigga who wanted it more than him.
Yup.
A grimy nigga who went the extra mile.
Yup.
You know? And used him as a blood sacrifice. So it's just the dead congregating with the dead.
Good.
At the end of the day, it's a cutthroat dog world out there. But the men of the Lord are just shielded under this umbrella of protection against all these particular elements out there, because you can see through that veil. You know.
Verse 14, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Yep, and that's why it's good to keep it simple. Because it said he's gonna bring every secret thing out in the open. All right. So if you the type of dude who like doing dirt in the cut while nobody can see it, then you come out and act like it's all good. Hey, that's gonna get brought out, man. It's gonna be something exposed. All right. There's nothing but angels, left hand side and right hand side, surrounding us 24/7, man. They seeing everything you're doing. And a lot of mischief that end up happening to you sometimes is because of an angel actually came down and led you into it, man. You probably did some mischief because of somebody or with somebody that you'll probably never see again ever in your life, man. Why? Probably because that person wasn't really an earthly being, man. All right, but hey, you being tested, man. All right, you being tested no matter which way you turn, no matter which way you go. All right, that's why you have to keep it simple, man, and just do what you're supposed to do. Be a good brother. You know?
If I can add, because when you go into that term simple, it means less distractions, man. You know, so our duty is to do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And when you think about it, and we're all going to be judged for our works. What are your works? Your performance on earth, man. All right, so just because 2/3, it doesn't seem like, you know, anything is happening to them at this time frame. It's all coming to an end because the Most High is long suffering and he's not emotional, man.
Hey, this Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that should not be made manifest, neither anything hid that should not be known and come abroad.
Right. And that's one of the reasons why we even prophesying right now, because the Heavenly Father, he says what? That he dealeth with those things of the past.
Yeah.
So he don't forget the things that occurred. Like even when you look at the so-called white man, he hasn't forgotten about the Holocaust.
Right.
He hasn't forgot about the
9/11.
He hasn't forgot about 9/11, still blames the Arabs for it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with the so-called minorities in the world today to not forget the things that have befallen upon them and their people and their ancestors.
Right.
It's only right, it's only true, and it's only fair. But people look at this and say, oh, stop complaining, oh, get a job. And then truth be told, at the end of the day, our particular civilized statuses in the world are, if not as equal, or are higher than Esau's. You know, either there's nothing to brag upon, but they look at this as something minute and it's insignificant. Right. But this is the work of the Heavenly Father, which was to be presented as a sign unto the world that my prophets are out there. When my prophets are out there, you need to fear and you need to tremble, right? Because at the end of the day, that fear and trembling that's going to come in the future is what we're going to be shielded from. We're not going to have that fear of, oh God, you know, oh Lord, and, you know, all destitute and just left all empty-headed. Go ahead,
Hey, Ezekiel 37:15. The word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
And that's where you get the 12 tribes combined.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in hand. Verse 18, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand.
And our people supposed to be concerned about this,
Right.
You know, but you get the heathens that are more curious about it than our own people,
Right.
You know, a case in point, you know, it's proven. Hey, but our people, that's why the Heavenly Father said that my people, they have not known me, man.
Yeah.
They're just solid children, hard-headed, stiff-necked. That's why the 2/3, a great majority of the people on this sign are going to get cut off to the slaughter, because the Heavenly Father has no need or desire of them.
Right. And then the brother just brought out the scripture, the duty of men. Well, according to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, the Most High commanded his prophets to do so. Because when you talk about these people, such as the so-called Native American Indians, such as the Hispanic Indians, such as the Negro, the so-called Negroes, hey, you are the house of Israel. You're not, your denomination is not Baptist or Methodist or Presbyterian or so on and so forth. When you break that term denomination down, it means to name completely. So the Most High did not name you as a Baptist or a Methodist. No, if you from the tribe of Judah, then you are a Judite. If you come from the tribe of Issachar, then you will be a so-called Mexican, man. All right, these are nothing but indicators of who we would be in the utmost parts of the earth, which is on this side of the earth, the Western Hemisphere, man. Because when we was on the Eastern side of the world, we knew who we were, man. Ezekiel did not have to have a goddamn sign at that time frame. No, this is end time prophecy, man.
Yeah. All right. And see, that makes our people uncomfortable, man, when they start hearing those things, because they're so engulfed in this this westernized philosophy, man. They so much on being blacks or Afro-Americans or Negroes, man. And when you bring to them the truth of who they truly are according to the Bible, it's like it's too much for them, man.
Yeah.
They can't handle that, man. And these them same people who said in the scripture in the days of old, you know, speak to us lies and deceit, you know what I'm saying, preach to us smooth things, man. Because they don't want to know the truth. And one reason they don't want to know the truth, man, because they don't want to let go of America, man. They want this to continue to go on to live in this current rulership under oppression of Esau, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, you might as well just hearken and listen to the words of the men of the Lord speaking this truth, man, through the spirit of Hashem Shach, man. Because like brother saying, we in the prophecies right now, man, at the end of this thing, man. It's all coming to pass quickly, man. You know, Jacob's trouble is pretty much here, man. You see what's going on around the world, man. The uprising of the people, you know, earthquakes in diverse places, man. You got all these different fires breaking out, Australia, California, so on and so forth, man. But when they hit here in America, man, y'all Bashim Shai saving the best for last, man. Babylon, man. You know what I'm saying? Sodom and Egypt. When it hit here, man, you people gonna lose your mind, man.
That's right.
Precept.
All right, go ahead. Hey, get Deuteronomy 28:44.
I got to
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Hey, go ahead and get yours real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Rock 9:11.
Yup.
Envy not the glory of a sinner.
Right, envy not the glory of a sinner. All right, and according to the Holy Scriptures, only the Israelites can be sinners. Going into what Amos 3:1. Okay, only these people. Why? Because we received the law, statutes, and the commandments. That's what made us a separate nation. That's what made us a holy nation, because of the law, statutes, and commandments. So we don't glorify as sinners, man. All right, just because they live in a high-rise apartment, or they have
It's like a plush
lifestyle.
A plush life,
A
man.
plush lifestyle. We don't care about that. Why? Because all of that shit is temporal, man.
And this world, this society, that's who they praise in this society, man.
Mhm.
The more you push adultery or orgies or some type of witchcraft, the more you get recognized in this society.
And that's why the Heavenly Father says that the end thereof is death.
Right.
And when you push adultery, the scripture says, what in the book of Proverbs, jealousy is the rage of a man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now your life is at risk.
That's right.
When you look at the sacrifices, the blood sacrifice that these people make, they have to always protect their self-image, and it can never be found out, or their life is going to be sought thoughts.
That's right.
When you look at
That's right.
how people indulge in parties and indulge in drugs and indulge in orgies and multiple sex partners and wickedness, they end up with what? STDs.
Yeah.
They end up with what? Getting robbed. They end up with what? Having a woman use them.
Yeah.
Everything ends up in a negative fashion when you look at the so-called pluses of this world, man.
Yeah.
And the Heavenly Father, He gives you different things to satisfy that carnal sensation that
Yeah.
every man's get.
Yeah.
Whether it's something with, dealing with your sweets
Yeah.
or something dealing with your flesh.
Yeah.
The Heavenly Father is always going to throw you a ducat to keep you balanced both
That's right.
carnally and both spiritually. But the mind of the people in the world is 100% carnal minded.
That's right.
So they're dead spiritually
Yeah.
and they're dead carnally as well.
That's right.
That's why they're always seeking some type of gratification or a sexual gratification
Yeah.
in this world because they're empty.
That's right.
And they win in this society right now. You know,
Right.
so let them tell it.
Yeah.
That's why it says in Isaiah the 26th chapter, let favor be shown to the wicked.
Right.
Man.
Right.
It's their time to rule.
They
Right
say,
now,
yeah,
you know?
exactly. Exactly. Go ahead, bro.
He said, Sirach 9:11, envy not the glory of a sinner, but thou knowest not what should be this end.
Right. We don't know how you're gonna die, but we know you will die. Okay. We don't know the method of how the Most High is gonna bring His judgment. But at the end of the day, if you break the law, statutes, and commandments, the last avenue that you will be seen on is death. All right. Go ahead, brother.
It said, delight not in a thing that
Right, don't delight. Right, you know what I'm saying? Don't delight in that shit. Don't wonder about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't desire. Don't be covetous for something that's wicked, man.
That's why the scripture says it's like
No, go ahead,
that's
bro.
why the scripture say too, even thou not the oppressor,
That's
should
right.
observe his ways.
That's right.
So He put both the prosperous, both I guess you call it Jew and Gentile
Yeah.
in the same category, but the natural Gentile, He put them in the same category of when they're highly esteemed. He said, envy them not.
Right. That's right.
Because you don't know the latter end of these people, man.
Yeah.
And the Heavenly Father got some bad things prepared for these people.
Bad things.
Even that Nike commercial that we was watching this week,
That's
who
right.
was promoting it?
That's right.
The highly esteemed of
Yeah.
this world,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
They were promoting that stay zombified, stay
Right.
blinded to everything going on around you, and live life like it's your only one. Live
Right.
life like there's no other, man.
That's right.
The Heavenly Father's not with that.
No, he's not.
they also go back to Ecclesiastes 8:11, you know, the execution that happen speedily. You know, so that's why the Lord said don't envy that.
Yeah.
It said delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in,
Right, the ungodly. Go ahead.
but remember
Hey,
they,
the ungodly have pleasure in it. Hey, ultimately, this fucking world, this system. You know what I'm saying? Because they have pleasure within this system.
That's why I say you're not of the world.
Exactly.
You was of the world, and the world will love His own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so basically we gotta unplug from this world.
Yeah.
You know,
And it starts from a spiritual standpoint.
that's right. That's right. Because what's changed you from this world within the flesh and the spirit is His word. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you start out with the word first. You know, 'cause, you know, we've all been in the world before.
Mhm.
We all went to church, got baptized, but what? It never changed.
Hey, that's why the scripture states there's only one truth. Because like the brother is saying, that's the only thing that can change you. Hey, ARL, before his dumb ass got locked up, that nigga said, don't judge me based on Islam because I'm not perfect, but Islam is perfect. But if Islam was perfect, then you would have been a new creature. Why were you still selling dope and killing motherfuckers?
Right.
And I can talk now because Glad, you told Glad, right?
That's right. I know back in the world, you know what I'm saying? The rapper had a song called I Got Baptized, Still Unchanged. You know what I'm saying? But when I got in the truth, I got changed.
Mhm.
You know? But this showed it in Psalms, I think it was Psalm 61.
cleanse of the word.
Cleanse
of the word.
They did the washing of the word, and that's what really changed this word, man. So Jake really got to unplug from the matrix in order to be, you know what I'm saying, really be a man of the Lord.
And them fucking church songs, goddamn, are demonic. You remember that church song I used to play? I know I've been changed. Them motherfuckers still sleeping with them
Still doing the
overhauls and
same
shit.
shit.
Yeah, man, doing the same shit. Hey, them motherfuckers tell you how much they fear the most. And then during Sunday dinner that they bring to the church from the Sunday picnics.
Got pork out
Man, they
in the
got
green.
pork all around that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You wanna get in?
From the Memphis camp,
he said it beautifully, man. It is truth. You really have to unplug from the matrix, man. And that's real, man. So you're gonna finish your verse, and I don't know if a brother brought it out already. How David are of the house are new creatures.
Like not in a thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they should not go unpunished unto their grave.
That's what gives us hope. That's what increases our faith, man. Because we know they're not going to be rewarded for doing that, man. You know, so good things really comes to those that wait. Hence the kingdom of heaven, man.
Basically, man, we have to eat from a different plate, man.
That's right.
All right. You have 5 senses, right? You have 5 senses, all right, and your spirit absorbs the world through your 5 senses. Look, touch, taste. In the scriptures, your spirit is called your belly. So you have to eat from a different plate once you come to the truth. The new creature has to have a different here, all right? Things that so your environment literally has to change because you have to feed your spirit, that new creature, a different diet, man. All right.
Hey, because you can't survive being the same being. Because if you're that same being, then the Heavenly Father needed no reason for you to change. It comes in increments. It's like a transitional period. You know, it doesn't come at one. You know what I'm saying, one time, because you begin to change your physical diet, but you compare them to the truth. You begin to change your finances. You start maneuvering, you know what I'm saying, in a smarter fashion. You know, you change the way you dress. You change the way you present yourself. You change the way you talk. Everything ultimately ends up changing because now you're always thinking on how you could be, quote unquote, God-like.
And then from a physical side, how you like that child, and then you become that young man, and then that older man, as you're getting all of this in increments.
Well, say what the Apostle Paul said, when I was a child, I thought I was a child. When I came a man, I put away childish things.
Get it up.
That's the trend.
Because it speaks about that in Ephesians.
Coming, bro.
You know, changing with the renewing of your mind.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, that's potent, bro. The renewing of your mind. That's how we can distinguish, you know, Jake that's really in this truth. People say the Israelites. Like if they got Kodak Black, right? He came out of prison talking about, I'm an Israelite, my diamonds look real nice. He had a picture of the Apocrypha. He might have had a menorah, I can't remember. But he never was renewed in the spirit. He got back into that old element and it polluted him, man. All right?
Yeah,
He's back in prison, man.
That's why he faces like 60 years.
You dummy. All right, go ahead.
You want the new creature or you want the child of Steve?
Well, hey, the brother said, the other said, get the child of Steve. We'll get there right quick.
This 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child.
Hey, I spake as a child. A lot of us are from the hood, man. All right. Hey, the way we speak our English, we can't even speak how we used to speak, man. Now, you know, naturally you have your regional dialect. It's gonna just come out. But you know, we're not sounding like no dick in the world, man. All right, go ahead.
I understood as a child.
You understood as a child, man. Your frame of reference of wisdom came from what the school system, what your grandma taught you, you know, what your uncle taught you, what Jake in your environment taught you.
Rap music.
Rap music. Your man probably came from a rapper. Your father figure was probably a rapper, so your rules and how you maneuver in your environment came out with what a rapper was telling you, man. In a lot of cases, okay. Or your so-called OG. All right, go ahead. When I became a man, I put away childish things, man. Like the elder brother Bayumi was saying, hairline, you grow your beard out, change the dietary law, but then it becomes more mental. It becomes more spiritual. You literally become a new person. All right, go ahead.
I got overhead hook. And this is 1 Kings 3:6. And Solomon said, thou shalt show unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy according as he. 1 Kings 3:5. In Gibeon, the Lord Yahweh appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. And the Most High said, ask what I shall give thee. Verse 6. And Solomon said, thou shalt show unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth and in righteousness and in uprightness apart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne, as it is this day. And this is the point. And now, O Lord, power. It's like, and now, O Lord Yahweh, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David, my father. For I am but a little child, I know not how to go out or come in.
Yep. He know not how to judge, man.
That's right.
All right, and King Solomon, when he asked the Most High, when he answered the request of the Most High, if you go down in that chapter, he basically asked for wisdom to judge his people, man. See, a child will become a king, and he will become a nigger. Okay? That's why you watch rappers, and they have the money phones. All right, they spend our money. Can you not film us, please? If you don't mind, can you not film us, please? Okay, thanks, man. He said it's cool. Hey, if he said it's okay, he said it's okay, man. It's cool. Hey, but what was I saying? He was asking for wisdom, man. And King Solomon said, I'm but a child, man. But one of the things that makes you a man is the wisdom. You see? One of the things that make you a man is the wisdom, man. All right, will you hold us something now?
2 Corinthians 5:17.
Okay.
2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature.
Hey, Lamb backing off what the boss said, man. Hey, you really got to up for the matrix, man. All right, just personally speaking, it's not a sin. But when you get a little older than the truth, you realize that you feed your spirit, man. The music you listen to, the food you eat, the people that you're surrounded by, man. All right, that's why I don't know where it is in Sirach, but it's basically saying like don't hang around a foolish man because you'll start picking up on his spirit, man. So it's imperative to be aware of your surroundings. Because that's why when you go out, I'm gonna say this real quick. When you go out of town, right? Why do you get an accent?
You've been there.
Yeah, you've been there, right?
Like assimilated.
You start thinking like them, man. It's contagious, man. Those accents are contagious, man. All right, it's not that you're purposely sounding like them. What happens is you start to think the way they think. So you start to talk the way they talk, man. So that's proof that you literally eat your environment.
Like you're a product of your environment.
You are literally a product of your environment. So it'll behoove you as a man of the Lord, man, as a babe or a brother in this truth, man, to be aware of your environment, man.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like in the world, like you hang around people that get money, you gonna get money.
Yep.
But it's feathers flock together.
Hey, somebody can hold it in Sirach 20, I think.
Yeah, I got you. They also go Sirach 37 say, put your soul in this life and see what it's evil for and giving that unto it. You know? 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away.
Your old ways.
That's right, your old ways, man. So you can't say that you've been born again in Yahushua, but you still got nigga ways, man. Born again means a spiritual brainwashing. And it's truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the movie Planet of the Apes. Remember Caesar? When that night he spent the night in jail with the rest of the apes. They was all asleep, but the night before he said it came around when they was asleep. That was like the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
It was like that breath.
It was like the breath of life. Exactly.
And what did that breath do?
So the next day they became creatures. Man, you see how they fellowship with one another. They was conducting themselves right in the spirit. They know who their enemies were too, man.
And we're like that. And wisdom is like that chemical, man. It's how they
Genesis.
The Genesis. This is what you're seeing is Ezekiel the 37th chapter. We were like those apes, man. But then we got to hold to that chemical, man. Okay, now we know who our enemy is. We're an exceeding army, man. All right, go ahead.
It say, old things are passed away.
In your old ways.
Behold, all things are become new.
And another thing is, man, we have to pray to God by Shema to give us the discipline and the willpower to invest things that benefit our spirit, man. See, in Babylon, you invest your time and energy in things that benefit your flesh. That's all you see. That's all that's promoted to you. Let Esau tell you don't have a spirit. But hey, and it's true. We have to constantly feed our spirit, whether reading, watching videos, being around brothers, fasting, and even certain music helps your spirit. Certain brothers can start naming them like meditative music, flute, violin,
Lo-fi type. You know what I'm saying?
Lo-fi.
Hey, I had actually played the harp, at night when I was going to sleep, man. The next morning, good spirits. Going back to our King Solomon, not King Solomon, but King David exercised with the spirit of these songs.
Come. You playing on Tupac going to sleep.
And you wake up with a bandana on, like, where did the bandana come from?
Talking about fuck the world.
Go ahead. All right, Chicago, will you hold us up? You just hold it. Oh, I'm sorry, Lamont.
Verse 16. No man putteth up, taketh from the garment, and the rent is made worse.
You can't truly be a new creature until you destroy the old creature, man. And we have a culture. It's not as though you come into this truth and now your life is boring. So for every negative thing you did in the world, there's a righteous way to do it, man. The type of food you ate in the world, now we have the Levitical 11 chapter law, man. All right? The type of woman you pursued in the world, now you have a standards of how you would deal with women now, man. All right? The type of music you listen to in the world, we have our culture, right? And when I was younger, we lit incense, right? Bills, cheap incense, we didn't know. But now we got incense that literally benefit us or our house, our health. And you got this brother Ayash, right? He's burning sage, man. Sage is supposed to get rid of negative energy, right? But another thing, if you look it up on Google, sage kills 94.5% of all bacteria, man.
Airborne.
Yep.
It's spirits, because one morning I light up some sage. I just lit like a small corner of it. I came call outside and do a lesson. I came back in. Whole thing, like the whole house was just smoke out with sage. Then my grandma, she woke up like, I feel good now, man. With the spirit, so I just went over and blessed the house.
Yep. And cause not to just get all graphic, but if you're about to use the restroom, right? You know how to really use the restroom? Experiment with sage. When you get done handling your business, light sage real quick. I'm telling you, like in 10 seconds, the smell is gonna be gone, just like that.
And just to build on what the elder said, we always had a culture, man. We're the greatest people of the Holy Scriptures, but of course, due to the Hellenization, what happened? We discontinued from our heritage.
And the birth of it was the Hellenization. Started with first Maccabees, right? And then the end of that, the stem of that is Westernization.
That's right.
So it started with Hellenization after the time of the Maccabees, the Alexandrian rule. All right, then it came as the Greco-Roman Empire, and that's who Paul was writing the letters to.
Right.
He was talking to the Israelites, the first of those different Greco-Roman cities, man.
That's right.
With those Colossians, Ephesus, Rome, Thessalonica, the water. Current. So that was basically like to the Israelites in New York, to the Israelites in LA, to the church of Mississippi, to the church of Memphis, to the church of Vegas, man.
Yeah.
But he's bringing us back to that old ancient heritage, man. All right, as a matter of fact, Jeremiah 6, the old past, you get your precept that you was already had. Yep.
Back in Matthew chapter 9, verse 17, neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottle break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottle perish, but they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved.
I'm gonna tell you that. Well, I'm not gonna say it. This is the spirit of Yahweh Shah said it, because I'm just the vessel. But it's levels to this truth, man. First, you have the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? But then you have personal growth within this truth. You start getting rid of things that don't benefit your growth in this truth, man. Hey, brothers going on all type of detoxes and fasting, man. Brothers making all types of alterations to their spirit, man.
Hey, if I could just add, look, if you're acting the same way, you know what I'm saying, like 2 years ago, if you don't see any growth within you from the spirit, you're doing something wrong, man. I mean, that's just point blank period, man. Hey, and it goes out to whatever, because as you become that new man, you're supposed to continue to incline. So if you still the same person when you first came into the truth, there's no levels of development. You gotta examine yourself. You literally have to scrutinize yourself. Something is wrong because you're not in the spirit, man. Examine yourself, man, because at the end of the day, the scriptures are compared to as living waters. Living waters flow. They flow. Stagnant waters are waters with no life. And what do? They just remain the same.
You know what a saying is? If when you slow down, you go down. And you know what? Going into living waters and going into the scripture, Isaiah 46:8. Remember, this is show yourselves men.
Yeah.
As you go into masculine energy versus feminine energy is stagnant. masculine energy is movement. So this truth is like masculine energy because you have to always stay in motion. You have to always read something new, to learn something new, do something new, be productive. And go ahead, bro.
I would say that's going to the water too, because it's just like you swimming. You swim, you moving with the motion of the water, but you stop swimming, guess what? You're gonna sink.
Yeah.
You slow down.
That's right.
You know, the water can't do nothing but drown you in.
You fight against it, you go your leads, man. You know, that's why they say we are ambassadors for your house shot. You know, we are
Oh yeah, because you can't make an attempt to learn every scripture in one day. You can't be the type you want to learn everything in 2 weeks. Let's go. Hey, you burnt out, man. Hey, temperance in all things, man.
I got a definition from dictionary.com. It says going into complacement, and it says please, especially with oneself or one's merits, advantages, or situation. And this the point. It said often without awareness of some potential danger or defect, self-satisfied.
Because you have to examine yourself. Like when you look in the mirror, are you really looking in the mirror, man? All right, because at the end of the day, sometimes you can be standing so close to the mirror that you can't see your full body.
Yep.
That's where the brothers come in. This is what you need to do.
Yep.
This is what you need to do. And then change this, add that. Take that away and then get some more of that. But a lot of times we become so carnal, we'll look at that as, that's just him. True, don't give a damn. If something is wrong, something is going on, but you have to be spiritually enough to accept it and understand it.
Because they're complacent. So you can get complacent and you just be satisfied with where you at.
Yeah.
You'll be stuck right there. Because I know I done been through it. I've been complacent like, so I know enough history. I'm good. You know, I'm just keep doing lessons. But then you got to go back into that history, you know, and get off your ass, man, because you supposed to be advanced in what you doing, man. You know, when somebody, you know, come out here 2 years ago and then come back today, you supposed to have so much more to tell them within those 2 years because you just kept leveling it up. But it's easy to get complacent, you know, when you feel like, well, I reached, you know, to the level of knowledge. I'm good right here, you know.
And if I can say something too, because your brain or your spirit is nothing but a muscle. So it has to be exercised. And you get into a particular state in this truth when you kind of just become, I'm good. You know, I kind of got this. I got a foundation. I'm good. And you go without challenging yourself. So when you go without challenging yourself, then you are not advancing. You are pretty much stagnant. Like, for example, the Israelite that just came up, you know, he know about the Zionist Jews over there, you know, but he was just fascinated about, oh my God, I can't believe that there was Jewish people here in Mississippi, you know. But, you know, but at the end of the day, he knew who we were, and he understands that covenant, that Abrahamic covenant, so to speak. And he knows that Ishmael, you know. But without advancing and constantly being challenged or questioning his truth, you kind of get to a stagnant point to where you becoming more so established as the teachers and the mouthpiece of him. So it comes with a continuous study. It comes with continuous advancement. You got to exercise your spiritual self and your physical mind.
Yeah, because all the greats became greats. I'm talking about like the apostles because of the time they put in it. Like Apostle Paul, look how much time he put in it. He said for the excellency of Mashiach. Through his time, he became superior. He was able to surpass the apostles.
That's right.
He was literally the head apostle when it came to like information, although it was Peter's. You know what I'm saying? He was the head. But when it came to the limited, man.
And that's the word I was about to use, information. And we look at Esau's status and we blame it, the majority of it being coming from the blessing that he has received of being the fatness of the earth. But Esau really has had information since birth on how to operate, where to go, who have a mentor by, what type of kids to stick to in school, what type of person to marry,
How to create wealth.
So that's why a majority of their particular status is where it is right now. Versus you get, I hate to say it, a nigga, you know, who has come up with absolutely no of figuring this shit out, and he fails it, you know. But information is key, man, and that's what was really so important because people brag about me. Yeah, I'm 40 years old. I just got done reading the Bible from front to back, but you don't understand nothing. So when you able to take these words, digest them, and get a spiritual understanding about them, which which equates into information, spiritual information. When you read the book of Ecclesiastes, it goes into how all things are vanity.
Right.
You know, all things being vanity, the things that you consume, the things that you see, the things that you possess, you know, all of it at the end of the day is vanity, because now once you perish, what happened to those things that you accumulate?
That's why I'm speaking on everything that's temporal.
That's right.
It's temporary.
Even on a corner aspect, looking like Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like when he came to the league, what, 84, 85? Look how much growth he did between those years of 93, 94 and 95, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm more us in the spirit, you know what I'm saying, doing the greatest job ever,
He
man.
perfected his defense. He perfected the fadeaway.
Because
So
he got
how
cut.
his teammates, he became more of a leader.
Yeah.
He got cut in high school.
Exactly.
You know, he didn't make the team.
So light always shines.
That's right.
Man, you know, constantly doing the work.
Like I said, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, and in verse 19. If in this life only we have hope in the Mashiach, we of all men most miserable. Jump to verse 8. So like verse 9. 1 Corinthians 15:9. For I am the least of the apostles, that am not meet to be called an apostle.
Right. He was the least of the apostles because he wasn't like part of that hierarchy. Because who it was? It was Peter, James, and John. All right, those were considered the pillars, although he was an elder. But when it came to the spiritual hierarchy, he really wasn't a part of it.
Because I persecuted the church of the Most High.
Right, he persecuted. You want to ask him?
Yeah, he was Saul.
He was Saul. Continue.
By the point of verse 10. But by the grace of the Most High, I am what I am.
By the grace of the Most High. Go ahead.
He said he's gonna suffer for his name. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know how stop knocking on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
He said, go to my servant and let him know how much he gonna suffer for my name.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I wish I had, you know, put him in that position. You know?
And look, he came on such a level, the Most High had to literally place a thorn on the side just to balance himself out.
Now to hear him, man.
Right, he let him.
Hey, if I could just say this real quick. Hey, brothers, we catching it, man.
Right.
Hey,
I was just, yeah.
Hey,
I
go
was about
ahead,
to add
bro.
on to it, hey, because we read about that thorn in the side, and then brothers wonder why they can't get over certain ailments.
Yeah.
They can't, you know, they wonder why they can't get over certain obstacles. They're like, man, been praying about this, been fasting about this, I'm taking herbs about this, but there's a seems like a permanent hindrance in your path. It keeps your mind staying here.
Yeah.
Versus that whatever it is being diminished, and then now you're good. The Heavenly Father, hey, that's one thing too, to trust and believe that Yahweh Shem HaShai is dealing with you. You know, you gotta be confident in that. Go ahead.
Hey, Elder B, and it doesn't mean you're wicked. Apostle Paul wasn't wicked this time frame. So just because you go through obstacles and you pray and fast, and if that obstacle is not removed, that doesn't mean you're fucking wicked. It just means it's something you just gonna have to bear. But at the same time frame, look at how you're growing in the spirit, though.
hey, it's a polarity.
Right,
It's
right.
like Elder Oscar Price said, man.
Yeah.
Suffering keeps you humble. Knowledge puffeth up. So knowledge puffeth up, man. So you have to have something in the background. You have to have something in the background to you, man. And you know, hey, just pray how about Shema Shai, that you constantly see it in the spirit.
That's right.
Hey, even if you get corrected, right, or you know, you get cursed out, really that's to keep you humble. Because those brothers don't really know why. If you know, if somebody saw something in you and then you feel horrible, but that horrible feeling, it brought you back down to keep you in the truth. Because we've seen men come into the truth and they skyrocket, but they didn't have anything to vex them. And next thing you know, 2-3 years later, they disappeared.
That's right.
Top men that had us glued to the phones doing conference call, like, ooh, like, man, this man deep, disappeared.
That's right.
So we have things in our life and through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem HaShai, to really keep us in the truth, man. And keep us in the spirit of haste. This brother might really make a certain amount of money and stay in a state of, I want to get out of America still, right? There are certain brothers that can make certain money. But some brothers, the Most High is going to put a cap on it because he knows what it takes to keep you in that certain spirit, to keep you in your lot, man. You know, and that's not to say that you can't better yourself, but that's an example of the different things the Most High do with different men. All right, go ahead. Okay, finish that, and then you're going to get your piece up. Hey, we all, it's a lot, bro. We all have a mini Job story in our life, man. Because it's the reason why that book of Job was written. All right, we all have a mini Apostle Paul in our life, man. All right, go ahead.
1 Corinthians 15:10. But by the grace of the Most, not in vain, but I labor more abundantly than they all.
Hey, look at the epistles of Apostle Paul, and look how Peter judged him. What Peter say? Some of them is difficult to understand. With certain people that try to read them, it brings upon them destruction. All right, this man was not no ordinary man, but although the Most High gave him that talent, he also gave him that ability to continue to thrive in it, man.
And we're supposed to have a winning mindset in this truth.
Yeah.
People, you watch these sports documentaries, ESPN classics and stuff, and you hear the athletes talk, the mentality they had for the game. We're supposed to have a similar mentality for the truth, man. You know, you had guys like Kobe, they took no days off. Off season, they were going on a 3-month vacation with their wives and family, man. And he said in the interview, he's like, the reason why he didn't take vacations, because when it's all said and done, he didn't want to have a question in his mind, could I have done more? So, you know, and this is a basketball player saying this. So how much more are we to be as being the Lord, man? They have woken from this darkness with the truth. We have the truth, man. People spend years reading books, looking for something that we just have. So we can't ask that question in our mind when your house I guess here, but could I have gone harder?
And if I could just say, and that's why Yahweh Shah said on the cross, what? It's finished. That's why Apostle Paul stated the good. How are you judging the good? By the scriptures, man. So did you do everything the scriptures told you to do?
And then just gotta understand, you know, we Israelites, man. You know, anybody can turn on the camera and bring out some precepts, man, but we got to start inserting who we are in our day-to-day, man. We Israelites, we move different than these people, man. We were niggas all our life, man. We listen to rap all our life, man. You know, we did nigga shit our whole life, man, but we have a beautiful culture, you know, that the Lord gave us. It ain't nothing like engulfing, you know, that culture, man. Some brothers got different measures in that, and brothers gonna be more fond of it than other brothers, but at the same time, it got to be some type of growth within what we're doing, man, because the Apostle Paul, he was always, you know, comparing this ministry unto sports, man. All right, running the race, he defeated the air, you know, boxing, you know, so he was seeing these Greeks and these Romans, you know, these Jakes working out, you know, training for certain competitions. That's how he was with this ministry, man. He was hard-headed, man, you know, because when you see, like the elder been saying, when you see great athletes, check their workouts out, man. Go look at LaDainian Thomas workout. When you go to the record books of all these players, you know, the NBA, NFL, that's in the top 10 and all these records, when you leave looking at their top 10 list, Google their workouts, man, and see what they was doing, man. They had the same thing in common. They was going all out for it, man. You know?
Now back what you said about moving different in spirit. Hey, be thankful and grateful for like your coworkers or it's like family members say you weird or you different. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be different from the world, man.
And the world hates you. You know they hated me before they hate you, man.
That's right.
I now you had a real quick one. You told something.
Yeah. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
And work out your own. You can't save another brother. Another brother can't save you. So every day it's a new battle. All because you won yesterday's battle, that doesn't mean you're going to win today's battle. So every day is day one in the faith, man. Okay.
Yeah. Now back because that's why a lot of men had fallen out because you know the Apostle Bar, he's been going into that, you know, for like a couple weeks. Nothing stays the same, you know. And hey, a lot of men they couldn't take that. You know, everything is speeding up, but you know, new brothers they come in on a level faster. That's the end. So it's really like the mentality out there. Either you gonna stay up, or you got to catch up, or you're gonna get left behind. Like it's gonna, you know, it ain't no in between. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a message. Apostle Bar, he had a video talk. It's called "Too Much Adoration Without Humiliation Is Not Good."
Yep. And I watched that video, and really you gotta say, "Kyle, I'm like, how about Smile Shy?" Because you know you'll do your videos and you'll see the feed and you get the comments, but even if you're not aware of it, it can inflate you, man. Because so the Most High, he'll play things in the background to bring you back humble, man. That's why you have adversity, or you get checked on something within your character or something you did or said, because that's to let you know that nah, you ain't got it all the way, man.
Right.
All right, but it's better to have that humility and those checks, all right, and you still be here the next day in the faith, man.
Yeah.
All right.
When you read the book of Proverbs, it say that in the scripture, like humility before honor. And that's why we get humility, you know, we catching that now before the honor. You know,
Hey, yeah, before honor goes humility, and you get purged, man. All right, be patient when they are brought to a lower state. All right, go ahead, Elias.
This is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Going back to where we were speaking on earlier. Hey, going back to what we were speaking on earlier, man. Every brother can't handle a certain level of income. All right, but then you don't want to be in survival mode where you too focused on how you gonna get this bill paid or that paid, because you're not doing the work now. Our whole purpose waking up is to wake up the rest of the elect, all right, and do our works until our will we get saved, man. All right, so hey, King Solomon was all about a balance, man. Okay.
I mean, you can't have, also his brother can't have the same portion of knowledge, man.
Yeah.
You know, because some brothers will be able to handle it. They'll try to go get their own vain glory. They get too many revelation. They'll try.
What we gonna talk about?
Yeah.
You know, you ain't gonna be able to in scripture iron sharpen iron. If both are the same length, the same shortness, the same width, the same depth.
Yeah. How we doing?
How we going? Ain't doing nothing. That's right.
Hey, that's why, hey, if you have weaknesses, Most High hardwired you with weaknesses. If you have strengths, the Most High hardwired you with strengths. Not to just stay in that weak state, so you can develop, man.
Right.
You could develop your character, because the Most High is not looking for shallow men to do the works, man. And He really wants dominant alpha men to do. He wants winners. He wants winners, man. Competitive men to do the works, man. Hungry men.
Yep.
All right.
Like when I first started listening to the apostle and elders, you know, Pastor Hart throw out a question, and you catch everybody off guard, and then you don't be ready to answer. You be like, damn, I thought I should listen to it, or scoffers will come up, and they ask certain things that I ain't know. I was like, hell nah, ain't nobody gonna know more than me, goddamn. I ain't finna get confounded, goddamn. I'm finna go study everything.
No, I used to write down every precept that came out. I don't care who was speaking. I filled up a whole, just got a whole notebook, a whole 100-page, 80-page binder off that one series.
And back, same shit.
Yeah.
Like this. Linebacker, John 6:27. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life.
Yep.
Which the Son of Man should give unto you. For him had the Most High, the Father sealed.
Got them meat. That's the scriptures, man. This the main course in the spirit, the word, man. And this is what we laboring for, man. When whatever you put into it, that's what you're gonna get out of it, period, man. If you go to work 30 hours, your check gonna be different if you go to work 50 hours, man.
Right.
So whatever you,
And this is literally food for the spirit.
Yeah.
Going back to your flesh and spirit, this is what feeds your spirit, man. Now going back to what the brother Ayash was saying earlier, man. We have things that can fully embody us in this truth, fully embrace us in this truth, man. Like, it's not just about going out here and cursing out Esau, man. What are you doing on your day-to-day basis that separates you from Jake, man? The Most High gave our forefathers a culture. Now, Elder Banyamia was going into, things you can learn from a man that you can pass down to your offspring, so to speak, right? But we have generational wisdom that was passed down to us from our spiritual fathers, man. If you go back to the time of Adam, which is really where we get the word Hebrew from. Hebrew goes back to Abarium, which means from the past, because there was a wisdom and a culture and a science on how to sustain ourselves on the planet Earth, man. There was really left to Noah, then Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, okay? But it was a lineage, and when that information was passed, man. All right, going back to Wisdom of Solomon 7th chapter. All right, wisdom taught me the nature of wild beasts, the virtues of roots. Now, I don't care how many good grades you made in school, you didn't know about the virtues of roots. You didn't know what that onion did, or that ginseng root did. All right, huh? The dandelion. Hey, flowers not just here for decoration, man.
Right.
All right. And then flower designer, man. All right. Hey, that's medicine. Medicine comes from the earth. I only learned that by way of the word, man. Started with the apostles, man.
We think it's bad for you, you know what I'm saying? It's weed. Actually, it's medication for your body.
They give that shit to a chick. Give a bouquet of flowers, you know what I'm saying? Though. That's it. And then that shit about to wither away. You know what I'm saying? Though they putting all the herbs and the medicine down the drain.
And the king have bad skin.
Right.
He got bad skin. She got acne because she has that poor diet and a lot of other factors. But our women took baths and flowers, man.
That's it, bro.
You like a lot, especially a lot of I was gonna say queens, women of royalty, man. Even go back, that's where we get perfume from. Perfume is nothing but flowers, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Romans. We have peace with the Most High through our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Hey, yeah, because look, mate, your threshold for suffering shouldn't be the same as it was 5 years ago, man. The adversity that you have now, you should be able to handle it if you couldn't handle it 5 years ago, man. Because the Most High is making men, all right? So he's putting you in a strong muscle comes from a strong enemy builds a strong muscle, man. All right, so the hell you catches, it builds you up in his faith, man. All right, go ahead.
Also true though, that's why I say better to suffer righteous than evil doing.
Yep.
You know, because just like suffering in the flesh is also, you know, prepare you your spirit, you know, your spirit, man. You know, it makes your spirit stronger. Suffering the flesh thing.
Baby Cub, you know, Wolf, he got the old me. He got one arrow and he dead. You know what I'm saying? So he got me now. Look how many arrows he has right there. You can see.
You think you can put that on the camera?
Yeah. So it said life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had put that.
So that one you know, so when he was a baby cub, that one arrow killed him. Yeah. But when he became like as that grown wolf, you see he got shot by about 7 or 8 different arrows. You know what I'm saying? But he's still standing strong, man.
Hey, remember this is show yourselves men, and it's powerful. The Most High is making us men. Yeah. That's why we constantly get hit with challenges in every area of your life. Brothers having car problems, financial problems, woman problems. But if you still turn around and read when you got home, you still upload video, that keeping that purpose, that soldier is going, he might get hit, but as long as he can still run with the arrow, you see? So that's how we gotta be in the faith, man.
It's true. It reminds you like them games like Mario and Sonic. You know, each level you see, man.
You know, it goes back to James too. Like blessed is the man that endures temptation.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. This going to the Ecclesiastes 2. It say, well, I started at 1, 4 like 4 and 5. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey man, this not so-called church, man, where you give your life to JC. You give your life to JC, and you start going to church every Sunday. You have this order strong, and you get the shirt to the polo shirt tucked in, got that fresh haircut, man. All right, nah, man, that's not how it's going down, man. You gotta get initiated, man. That's why I said many are called, but few are chosen, man. All right, back in football practice, they would say like, you don't get kicked off, you kick yourself off. Are you gonna quit doing these trials? That's kind of how the truth is, man. All right.
Set thy heart right and constantly endure.
There's this saying, get your mind right, man. All right. Your heart is your mind. So adjust your mind to the circumstance, man. All right. We have to pray to Yahweh Hashem Shai for mental toughness. Wisdom of Solomon 8th chapter, it goes into the 4 virtues of wisdom. And one of the virtues is fortitude. Now, if you go into the word fortitude, it basically means the strength of mind despite adversity. All right, despite basically sufferings, all right, despite fear. So we have to pray to Yahweh Hashem Shai for fortitude to endure, man, despite difficulties, man. Because you shouldn't pray for your circumstance to get easier. You should pray for your spirit to get stronger, man. All right?
Because you gotta, one thing that Western culture teaches you is to blame somebody, But when we come into the ministry, man, you gotta look at yourself first. You examine yourself. Okay, what did I do wrong in the situation? What I could have did better in the situation? when you going through something, when you catch your hell in your day to day, you got to ask the Lord what He trying to show you, man. You know, brothers coming to you telling you certain things, you got to ask the Lord, what is you trying to show me, man? Your first in Babylon, they teach you your first instinct is to justify yourself, man. You know, man, they brothers tripping, you know, this person tripping, man. You know, yeah, they hate, man. You got to examine, you got to truly examine yourself first, and that's something that I had to learn recently, man. You know, even with people in the world, man. You know, because you can be one way. You know, so you have to examine yourself and really see, okay, what am I doing wrong to improve the situation, man? You know?
You gotta think about this Western culture again. It's more vibration of feminine.
What that is?
Feminine vibration that's been pushed out there. So really the truth making us men. You know what I'm saying? We were still in the world, we'll be still thinking, you know what I'm saying, like a female, man, so to speak. But the truth make us a man. We don't deal off emotions.
It's like your reason. Like you'll get corrected, but then you ask yourself, all right, two brothers said the same thing. So although my ego acting up right now, out of mouth of 2-3 witnesses, so every word be established. So by that rule alone, I'm wrong. You gotta say like they right. Two brothers said it.
Right.
You know?
But now you're on.
Yep.
You know, because the corner mind, he'll be like, man, fuck the brothers, man, they tripping. You know,
they got something against me.
Don't think like that.
Yep.
You gotta play the situation from somebody else's perspective. From your perspective, you always in the right, man. That's what you say. Every man's ways is right according to his own heart. You know, from your perspective, man. But take yourself out of the situation and just play the scene back over again, man, and see what you examine yourself, man. You know, then you will see your flaws, man. You know, see what the brother's trying to say, man. Look at the big picture. You know, don't think it's just something petty that brothers, you know, be on you for, man. Or don't think it's something petty that somebody, even in the world, because even people like in your day to day, they can be telling you something and they'll be right, man. But you'll think, I'm in the truth, he's not. He can't tell me nothing, man. You know, but sometimes you can still, you know, be off.
As a man.
Yeah, as a
man.
Yep.
And you gonna get approached in the world. They're gonna put you on some things as a man that can better you. You gonna get corrected in the world in the flesh. Because you're not literally perfect. All right, go ahead.
It said, make not haste in the time of trouble.
And that's another thing, man. Make not haste. Hey, be patient when I change to a lower state, man.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end.
And the ultimate last end is the kingdom, man. The ultimate last end. Say it again, brother.
I'm coming to get to the point.
All right, bro.
And it said, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take triply.
Now, why does it say take triply? Going back to Thessalonians, it said that tribulations is a token of roughly paraphrasing of your you've been in this truth. All right, but this hell that you catching, it's a token that you're in the truth, man.
Kind of worthy.
Yep. Yeah, you got something that's called cause your own effect. You can just make poor decisions and catch hell, but then you just have circumstances that happen out of the blue, and it seems surreal. Like, man, this can't be happening. Especially when it's back to back. Like, man, this can't be happening, man. But you're getting tried. It's literally what it means to be tried. You're a vessel inside of a hot oven. And the Most High is testing your integrity to see if you're gonna crack under that heat. Or are you gonna come out all glossy? And if you ever play with like pottery, you know, like pottery with the red clay, and what happens is you put a gloss on it, right? Once you sculpt the vessel, you put a gloss on it, but it doesn't look special. But you gotta pat it down, make sure the air bubbles are out. I'm quite sure you're familiar with that. You get the gloss on it, then you put it inside of a kiln, like this hot oven. But when you take it out, some of the vessels are cracked. And you know you're in art class, right? And some of the students, the vessels cracked. But other people, they students, it looks perfect. Their gloss is all shiny.
What is this stuff called? Glazing it?
Glazing it, man. So you came out there heat, it was all shiny. Now what it said, Joe, as a matter of fact, we're gonna let the scripture speak. Hold it real quick. Yeah, because I should come forth as gold. Hey, because when you get gold out the ground, you like, that's gold? You see, okay, brother, you see precious metals out the ground, like, that's a gemstone? That's a ruby? But you gotta get the dust, you gotta get the dross off of it. That's why in Proverbs it goes to remove the dross from me. That's that wickedness, that old man, right? But then you remove the dross and you put it in that fire, and it's glowing. And that's how we look at in Howard Shah, man. That's how we gonna be looking in the eyes of Howard Shah. When the Most High got you out the world, we had to take those dirty clothes off you, he had to wash you up. Now in the spirit, we get our hair done, you get your nails done, you being glorified, man. Because then Paul said, I'm liking you to a chaste virgin to your house shot. So the Most High is beautifying us, but he's doing it through affliction.
Then the Lord always say, despise not the chastening of the Lord.
Hey,
Take it all joy.
Despise not the chastening. So we're the sons. And and weed that weakness out of him, that baby. That baby in you, that whining spirit, that bold and adversity spirit. That's why the Most High told Job, man up! You know? Gird yourself up like Job. Oh, you're right.
Job 40. Job 47. Gird thy loins like a man.
Hey, man, we've been effeminized, man. Hey, a lot of us, man, we even have our fathers in our household. So your mom might have loved you. She would just make the hell what you gonna do about it. Push yourself, man. But it is true. You got a heavenly father chastising you because you the elect son, man.
Right. You gonna get that bullshit out of it.
He gonna get that bullshit. He gonna get. I used to wear this t-shirt back in 2008. It was called No More Bitchness. It's been a t-shirt, No More Bitchness, man.
No bitch assness.
Oh, that's what it was?
No bitch ass never did it.
Yeah, no bitch assness. But the Most High is literally weeding that feminine spirit, that coward spirit, that mama's boy spirit. Cause it's gonna be some situation.
You can't be like Jody, man. Mama, you know how Jody wanna call mama.
Hey, you gotta hey, certain brothers, man, you might even see a license plate that say deal. D-E-A-L with an exclamation point. Because the Most High showing you what I'm telling you, like, deal with it. That's the only way you're gonna get through with it. Deal with it. Sometimes the Most High don't want you to get rid of your woman, man. All right, sometimes you gotta deal with those little troubles in the flesh, man. All right? Sometimes on a job, hey, you gotta deal with it because the Most High, he's making you stronger to things that burden you now. Those things don't burden you 2 years later. Because you grown, man. All right, so
I got those for you.
all right.
I would demand thee, and declare that unto me.
He said he gonna demand this. And that's what he does. He puts you in a situation when you got to rise up to the occasion, man. And the Lord gonna do it in all type of forms, man. Whether it be your work, be your relationships at the house, you know, or whether it might be brothers getting on your ass, man. It ain't got to be, you know, the Lord just put you in a situation. He'll put the spirit on brothers to be on your ass, man. You know, that's the Lord doing that.
Riding,
you know, 10 brothers wrong, you know. We ain't had that ever been a case, man. You know, so at the end of the day, the Lord gonna put us in these situations where you got to rise up to the occasion. He gonna demand that of you, man.
And, and he's removing that dross from you.
Yeah, that's why Jake, like you say, Jake in the world, you really can't push Jake because they curl up and they get emotional, they get offensive, Jake frown up when you tell them step up, man.
And no brother went through more things than you have a shot. And what you say, and no servant greater than what his master, man. You know, so arm yourself likewise the same amount that you're gonna suffer in the flesh too also. But one thing about it though, we got the cheat code.
Hey, real quick, you know. Hey, 1 Peter 4:12. Be concerned of the fiery trial, which is to try you.
There goes that word fiery, because we're vessels and like the oven. We've been pulled from the dirt, but now the Most High is putting us in that oven, man. That fire, the furnace of adversity.
Which is to try you.
Really means to test, because really when you test something, you tested the integrity of something, huh?
Trying it, when you tested something.
You tried it.
Right. Let me I'm gonna try this out one time. Let me try it out.
Yeah, experiment.
Yeah,
to try out. You know, in sports you had a tryout.
Right.
But you can't handle them trials.
So
no. But you know what? We're being tried now. All right, but what the thing is, he's trying you. He's testing your integrity. He's gonna give you the truth, and it's gonna be sweet. But now I'm gonna see if you're gonna hold on to the truth. Like the Elder Kazak did a video. I don't know when you did it, but you was like, you gotta fight to keep the truth inside of your mind. The whole thing is a fight to say, well, keep this reality inside of your mind, because every day, it's a day-to-day basis, it's a fight to
get it out.
Get it out your mind.
You gotta fall in love with the challenge, man. You really got to fall in love with the challenges that's presented before you within this ministry, man. You know, because I know when I was in high school, man, when I played basketball, you know, I used to love guarding the best player on the other team. especially if they were hyping him up. I couldn't wait, man. You know, this the nigga they hyping up, bet. I don't even want to scope. Don't even pass me that motherfucker. You can follow him everywhere. You know, I just love the challenge though, but that's how you got to be within the ministry, man.
Hey, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you.
Right.
If it don't challenge you, go ahead, brother.
No, I mean Apostle Gabar said when he first came into the truth, you heard Apostle Tavar say, you gotta love kitchen hill. He said he never understood it, you know what I'm saying, until he started going in the spirit.
You got this guy by the name of David Delta. He's like a philosopher or something. He goes heavy into masculine energy. The two fastest ways to put you into your masculine frame is through sufferings and challenges, man. Those are two fastest things that basically make you manly, man. And the reason I'm quoting that because before I heard him say it, the apostle said it through the spirit, man. Suffering to a man. And you gotta lay down at night without a woman. Hey, and you just hold it, you just deal with it. That puts you into a certain spirit, man. You know, or you can't get, new women or whatever it may be. You might be broken, you can't get your pleasures. You can't get that liquor, you can't get that vodka. Hey man, that for temporarily, but that puts you in a masculine spirit, man.
Yeah. Verse 13. But rejoice in as much as you are partakers of Yahweh's sufferings.
And we're partakers of Yahweh's sufferings because Big Brother, he took the cross. Big Brother got spirit, man. He got spat on, man. Big Brother had to suffer on the cross, man. He had to go his whole life knowing that he was going to die. We don't even know if we're going to so-called die or not. You don't know what brother going to be, play out what role. But you know what? We have to partake in the sufferings. Somebody hold on to Timothy. If you suffer with me, you should reign with me. All right? Go ahead, brother.
When his glory should be revealed, you may be glad also and see the joy.
That's why we have to eat of his bread during the Passover. This is my bread. Now, what did it say in Isaiah 30 and 20? Do I should feed you the bread of adversity? All right, so we have to eat of Yahweh's bread. Right.
I just said Timothy 2, 11. It is a faithful saying. For if we be dead with him, we should also live with him.
Yeah, Yahweh wasn't trying to see. Yahweh wasn't attempting to go to the Roman parties. Yahweh was dead to the world too. All right, go ahead.
Verse 12. If we suffer, we should also reign with
That's
him.
the key point, man. And when you get attacked by demons in your sleep, guess what? If you suffer with Yahweh, you should reign with him, man. All right, and you took that L, and you could have been a real person in this society, and that's suffering with Yahweh. But guess what? You're gonna win in the kingdom.
That's a good sacrifice to make.
That's a good sacrifice because the brothers back here, we weren't kicking cans down the street before we came into the knowledge. Right. Brothers back here got decent like in their time, man. Even in the truth, even prior to being in the truth, we weren't no dummies, man. So brothers took that L for a win. We delayed gratification, man. And we gotta stay in that spirit of delayed gratification so we could get a first-class seat to the kingdom. We can have a seat of prominence in the kingdom, man.
That's why I said we were dead in Yahweh shot.
Yep.
What we gave up this world.
We're dead to in Colossians 3. For you are dead, but your life is hid with Yahweh shot, man.
Everybody's got offer like good jobs through the spirit. They say the hell with that, so it won't interrupt their camp time.
Yep. Oh, what? I gotta be gone through Saturdays of the week. I gotta shave my beard. Nope. Brother, can't do it. I can make $20 an hour, but I gotta do this. Nope. Hey, that's faith. This is why you show your faith by your works.
If we deny him, he will also deny us.
Hey, whether you started out in this truth, then you deny him because you left, he gonna deny you in the time of salvation, in the time of deliverance, man.
I know 2/3 gonna be destroyed.
Yep.
They deny him daily. They see us out here week in and week out. But what they do, they still keep walking like we just some rednecks up here. And they deny the Lord.
Esau, Jake, your success in Babylon is overrated, man. Well, you younger, used to be infatuated with Jake lifestyle, Jake in the rap videos, but now you can see the deadness in it, man. Like you're not even a man. Esau doesn't even let you keep your masculinity with the money. I'm gonna give you money, but you gotta be gay. You gotta be a homosexual. Put the dress on.
You gotta do that.
You gotta do this. You don't have no liberty. You got more liberty in your outside.
You gotta come to the beacon call.
Yep.
Esau call you, man.
Yep.
Then going back to suffering with Yahweh shot, we putting in work like Yahweh shot did, man. Yep. Yahweh shot talking about how you talk daily. You know, he suffered, you know, all that hatred from his own people, man. You know, so we partake in those same things, man. So when you gotta think, man, when we get into the kingdom and when we on those thrones and we got those millions of slaves building up, all right, the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, you're gonna have that feeling like all them hot summers, them cold winters, and researching. Say, fuck the family union, man. I'm gonna do a live show with the brother. You know, that's what all this went into, man. So you're gonna have that fulfillment, man. You don't want to be, you know, the brothers around and didn't put nothing on nothing. You don't never put nothing on nothing, man. You know, so that's how it is in the kingdom, man. You know,
we're gonna be rejoicing.
We putting in on the kingdom right now, man. We putting in, man, through suffering, through labors, you know.
Yeah. Labor not like a soldier. Go ahead. I was just gonna say our labor not in vain.
Yeah, as long as we endure, our labor is not in vain, man. Right. All right, go ahead, Nabal.
All right, this is Hebrews 12, start at 7. Now start at 6. From whom the Lord loveth, he chastises and scorneth every son whom he receiveth.
And he chastises. So we have to learn the ways of the Most High. Because the world doesn't teach you that. When you give your life over to JC, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like you know, Esau embraces you, Brad Pitt with the long hair. Yeah. He embraces you, and you think your life is gonna be more peaceful, man. Right. All right, no, man. You come under you when you have us, you gotta get cleansed, you gotta get purged. You ever saw that movie Wanted? The movie Wanted, he was kind of like the guy was like a pushover, right? But they kept bringing him through these trials. He get punched in the face, and he get dipped in this type of ointment to heal him. But he was constantly getting basically hardened. That's what it was. He was getting hardened, man. All right, for that particular mission, he was going to become an assassin. But you know, but we're like assassins because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but it's mighty to tear down strongholds. So the Most High is building us up to go against our stronghold, the spirit, man. All right.
If ye endure chastity, power dealing with you as the son.
Yeah, if you're in chastity, man. All right, so that's the difference between the Christian world and the truth, man. Wow. You gotta get purged, man. You have to suffer in this truth. And the Most High is gonna give you breathers. It's gonna give you time to sort of, you know, give you breaks and stuff, you know what I mean, in the spirit. Right. But mostly you're gonna catch hell, man. The hell keeps you in the spirit of haste. Because if you go a long time in this truth, and what happens is if you're not challenged, you start getting comfortable, you're not thinking about the end like that. Yeah. The Most High will put you in the position of strength to where you want to get delivered, man. All right?
And then you gotta understand, if somebody on your ass, man, they don't give a damn, man. When the supervisor on your ass all the time, that means a lot of times he sees something in you, man. You know, when you got dealing with Jake, you know. But when you when that supervisor be like, well, fuck, I'm just let him keep getting rolled up, keep documenting this shit, and he out of here. When the supervisor stop talking to you, that's when you in a state of danger. Your ass finna be out of here, man. That's what advanced. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one there. Hey, I had to learn it on my job, man, because they stay around me. They stay, you know, always in my situation. But they told me that personally. They was like, hey, your potential, you work. But they didn't fall back and just let me do me. They stay on me, man. But hey, this is like going back to the word, man. The Most High. That's why you would do something careless and get punished for it. But Jake in the world do that same thing and nothing happens to him. Because he just a nigga, he gonna die anyway.
The Lord say he gave him over to that reprobate mind. Yeah. The Lord gave him over to that to let them destroy themselves, man. Yeah. You know?
They're gonna answer that too, right here. Say, for what son is he whom father chastened not?
Yep. Jake in the world, man.
Yep. You see Jake in the world going through certain things that brothers going through, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going through those strange things. You know?
Hey,
the great thing about it, we go through a spirit while we do these things.
You understand why?
And you can't forget that.
That helps a lot too.
And even if you do make a poor decision, or you know you make a decision you have to suffer for it, there's still the Most High chastening you, man. Because see, Jake do poor decisions and they don't get chastened for it, so they don't think they did anything wrong, and they continue to do it to some bad until they get killed. You know.
That's a laying back on your point. That proves that we do not really the only real Israelites out here elect, because the Lord basically put them in the box with the heathens. You read in Wisdom of Solomon, the Lord said how he basically, I'm roughly paraphrasing, but he would pretty much get us first us going off so we don't reach to the peak of our sins. He'll let them just build up, like build that case up, like he did with Babylon, let their sins reach up to the heavens. So he justified to get them the way he gonna get them. With us, he get us quick.
So what does it say? You are a judge, you're just, you want to be condemned with the world?
Yep.
You know?
So really the Most High treated 2/3 like stepsons. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know how they really hit a stepchild? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be a punk ass daddy.
Yeah.
On the wisdom of Solomon 3 and 4, although they be punished in the sight of man, yet is their hope full of immortality. And
The Most High bought you in, man. So the only thing you really zeroed in and you have faith in is the kingdom, man. And it's a beautiful hell. It's a beautiful struggle, man.
Case in point, for Job, man. You know, especially when he caught those bulls, it said when it was drying, he had to use a potsherd or whatever, you know, just to get that, you know, itching, man. You know what I'm saying? So inside of men, they was looking at him like this man catching hell, man. Yeah, exactly.
They say I hope as an immortality is the kingdom of heaven.
that's what keeps our faith strong, man. You can't always just blame Satan for everything. Every situation you gotta remember, it's the Lord doing it.
Yeah, because Satan he just followed the order. You know? The Most High was like, you can step it up. Because Satan had a conversation with the Most High about Job, first chapter. That's how it was. But why was that written? But did it not say these things are written for our learning? So you think the same thing talking to the Most High about individual brothers? Like, hey, Most High, I think it's time to step it up. You know, he's zealous to do it, but you know, he's just a worker.
God, that's why I always give him thanks whenever we go through something. You still give him thanks. So why do you have a shot no matter what, man? Continue going. We're Solomon 3 and 5. And having been a little chastised, that shouldn't be great.
My burden is light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a little chastisement.
Because King Heaven gonna be everlasting. Compared to this, you know,
a lot of affliction.
It's all but for a moment.
They said, and having been a little chastised, that should be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself.
Nah, I just thought about it. It said we should be greatly rewarded, right? Now you would think a nigga like Jay-Z has been greatly rewarded. He's a billionaire now. You would think Floyd Mayweather has been greatly rewarded. But those niggas ain't even mentioned in the scriptures. So for the Most High to say we're gonna be greatly rewarded, how is that gonna manifest itself? You would have thought Michael Jackson was greatly rewarded. So what does it mean when it says we're gonna be greatly rewarded, man? All right, we can't fathom that, man.
Stars immortality, man.
That's a great reward.
You know, just beginning with that alone, man. You know.
You gotta think about the reward. They said earlier, have not heard, eyes have not seen when you have to struggle us, man. That alone, man, you know, doing the work, hey, brother should be thankful, you know, that the Lord allow us to receive the knowledge, man, and push hard for it.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem outside, because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light.
And keep on fighting. That's why I say do hard as a soldier.
That shows accountability, man. You know, which that's what our people lack, man. The thing about our people, no one wants to be accountable, man. Everybody wants to be the boss and somebody important, but nobody wants to be accountable for anything, man.
And a real boss will take accountability.
Yep.
Hey, well, I know you was holding the scripture.
No, that was I can get to that.
Real quick, like you said, the truth is fire, compared to fire. Isaiah 33 and 14. The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites. Talking about 2/3. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings?
Yep.
He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly.
Yeah, you want to go into it, though?
Now, it's basically only the elect to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that shows in our nation, man, because only the elect, you know, the first fruits can really deal with the hell, you know.
And it goes to show you why the word elect goes into the word elite. There's a reason why you're the elite. Because the things that you could walk through, average Jay could put Jay in a crazy house. You know, Jay could just drop the ball. Jay could be suicidal, man. things that brothers, men of the Lord have walked through, you know.
Also, he said that he's putting up more on you than you can bear.
Yep. Yeah, the things you willing to deal with and go through, Jake don't want to deal with. Like Jake rather not.
Hey,
you know.
For example, coming out. Jake don't want to deal with coming out here.
Oh yeah. We've even seen that with some of the guys who do teach. Call themselves Israelites. Once it get cold, they like, hell no. You know, we'll see them in the spring. You know? So yeah, just forget the people that they can hear the word in the cold or whatever. You know, that's just how they do it, man. I say, because things that the real men of the Lord are willing to deal with and go through, like the scriptures say in John chapter 10, it states that the Lord's sheep are willing to follow him whithersoever he goes. You know what I'm saying? So just with that being said, the sheep willing to follow him, they're going to follow him through rain, hail, sleet, snow, scorching heat, tornado. It don't matter. The sheep going to follow him through. Versus the other, I'd be like, wait a minute. They're a tornado, man. Hell no, man. Lord, what you doing? You know, just like another example that was made in the scriptures. The Lord asked the men to follow him, stop what they doing and follow him. And they all began to make excuses. Oh, I just got married. Oh, my father just died. I got to go bury him. And the Lord like, well, let the dead bury the dead. You know what I'm saying? Hey, any man who think his wife better than the kingdom of heaven, better than me, he ain't worthy of me. Right. But what did Jake do anyway? Even after hearing the Lord say that. Still, though, the real men of the Lord, there's certain things that, Lord willing, we those men that we willing to deal with, man. We willing to deal with, take that L, and keep going, man. In order to make it to our destination, man. And that's the kingdom of heaven.
Wow, yeah.
And it's Matthew 19:27.
Yep.
Then answered Peter and said to him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
And that's one. He already, that's how Peter started off. All right, Lord, we're going to forsake everything and follow you. And so what do we get for this? You know, so what? Now, to top it off, when you compare this to the rest of Jake around, the rest of these people you see, when you see Tyler Perry on TV, picture Tyler Perry, man. You think this nigga's gonna forsake everything? You know, whether he was broke or rich, it didn't matter. You think he's about to do that? No, man. I think Mary J. Blige's gonna forsake everything. Hell, your own mama ain't gonna forsake everything, man. Most brothers, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, man. Hey, we doing this, man. We living this. This is a blessing to be able to do this. To even have the mind frame, the mentality to just want to do this. You know?
And verse 28, and Yahweh shall say unto him and say unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the generation, when the Son of the Man shall sit in the thrones of his glory, he shall also sit upon the 12 thrones, judge the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. So he said, you gonna rule too. Into the book of Romans. He said the elect are gonna be joint heirs with Yahushua himself. We are going to rule with them, Lord, with those men. All right. See, everybody, see, one thing James Brown always said back in the day, I paid the cost to be the boss. All right. And that's a very true statement. You don't just become the boss. You just don't become the guy. You just don't be that. All right. You got people who try to take shortcuts, sell their souls to Satan and all this other stuff. But nah, man, the men of the Lord are paying the cost. And not only that, the men of the Lord have paid the cost over and over and over again. Have died multiple times for the Lord. and are willing to do it all over again. Except this time the Lord said, nah, you're not gonna die. But for the most part, the men of the Lord, a hair ain't gonna even fall off your head. All right? That's the time we coming in, and that's when everybody gonna want to be a man of the Lord then. That's when everybody gonna want to be They're gonna be like, I don't care how many wives you got. Oh my God, stop. You're so great. I can't believe the Lord is just with you so much. Like, man. You're so handsome. You're so handsome. Where are you turning? You know, like, man. Hey, you're gonna be looking at her like, man.
What was you when I was walking?
Right.
Where was you? You know, same one scoffing on the comment board. But no, the Lord done turned the table. See, the Lord said that He set forth the apostles, all right, and made the men of the Lord spectacles unto angels and unto men, all right. And Paul went on to say he would that we have reign with them. But no, we can't reign with these people. So we got to get our own shine. Hey, that's a good thing though, man.
Right.
You know, yeah, it looked like we failing. It looked like we losing. The men of the Lord shining, doing very well. It's like, man, how he got to show them favor? Why they get so much respect? That's how people gonna be. In the book of Jeremiah, it even goes on to state, the Lord shall cause the enemy in the time of affliction to entreat thee well. So that's just going to show you the type of level that men of the Lord are gonna be on. The Lord is gonna change the hearts of these people. Man.
Like you were saying, we was in the car, they gonna know.
For my chosen. Because the Lord is gonna make statements. Like, you can't touch them. You're going to try, but you can't touch them, man. All right, Esau don't think he's going to just be able to roll. Why you think this devil's so goddamn quiet right now, man? Yeah. Why you think he's trying to remove us off YouTube quietly? He's trying to do this in the most peaceable way possible. Yeah, let me just give him some flags and some stripes, some movie videos here. I don't want to. Hey, we was on CNN for a little bit. What? That's a declaration of war against our God, our power, the Heavenly Father, and our King, Yahweh Shai. All right? You are declaring war against that, especially if you try to bring physical harm towards us. But it's getting to a point to where it's you can't avoid it, man. You can't avoid it. All right? Because Israel is waking up at a rapid pace. And now it's getting to the point to where it's cool to do Israelite things. You know, they grow their beards. Wear stones. Yep, wear the stones. Oh yeah, they get out them diamonds. They starting to rock them stones.
They talking about them eat pork.
Oh yeah, plenty of Jake doing that now. Yeah, I let go of the pork. Ever since I let go of the pork, I've been losing weight, got 6-pack. You know, it's starting to spread, man. All right. And Esau know where it come from. It come from the men of the Lord, man. Because we've been teaching consistently. Even basketball games and football games, they got off seasons. We don't have off seasons. We teach in season, out of season. We keep going, man.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 6, verse 64. But there are some of you that believe not, for Yahushua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not and who would betray him.
Right. Because and that's another thing. You know, when you just put a scope on a nation of Israel, you have a bunch of black people that are really a bunch of idiots. We did this lesson on and they'll see a man be wicked and fall out, or who wasn't really a believer. See, look at them guys. That's supposed to be amongst us, man. We're supposed to have evil men who crept in unawares amongst us. All right? And it's some guys who weren't just necessarily evil, but they just couldn't cut it, man. They just wasn't built for it, man. They the temperament that they had or the patience that they had, it just wasn't enough, man. So they just gave up back into the world. All right? That's part of it, man. See, but when you at the goddamn house watching the finals, not doing shit, playing games all damn day, drinking all the beer up from everybody, and all this other stuff, of course you got an opinion about everything. Because nobody can even really have an opinion about your life because you ain't doing nothing to have an opinion about, man. All right? But see, we on the great things, man. Of course the people watching got things to say. All right? And you're going to have plenty to say while we ride our spaceship out of here, man. Call us crazy all you want to. But yeah, we will. They in the sky. They in the sky now.
Right.
See, but the Lord can open you up to things and let you see them. See, you'll believe then that the Lord just snapped his finger and you could actually see what was surrounding us right now. If you don't die of fear.
All right. Verse 65. And he said, except it were given unto him of my Father. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him.
That's what Jake was doing. The same thing they tell us. Hey, look, man. Hey, look. You're going to have to teach the word. Oh, yeah. This head canvas, second in command. This brother right here. This brother going to be your point of contact. Man, why can't I just do... Look, Jake. You don't like it? You keep it moving, man. Fuck that shit, bro. I know that one guy we called Cool. He had the beach chair. That boy hated me. He said, what'd he tell you? He was like, he said, the rest of y'all cool. But him?
Oh, yeah. Like him, goddamn.
Oh, yeah, that nigga, the
dreadlock.
Yeah.
It's like your frequency. Y'all like your frequency that you are.
Oh, that boy, that nigga from New Orleans told me, he said, yeah, the Bible said Jesus had 12 disciples. And one of them treated him and you started to look just like that boy. I was ready to fight that guy. Man, that guy was gonna fight right there, man. I can't let him get away with that, man. I find that offensive right there. It betrays the Lord out of all things you can say about him. But yeah, you know. But you got guys, and you know, out of all the years, different brothers, we done had people come up to us, like brother behind the camera done had people come messing with him, try to bump into him while he on the camera. Other brothers done had guys come up and singly point them out just to fuck with them, man. You know, that's just the way that it goes. But that's part of being in this faith. Those are the things that we go through. And in the end, we get the good stuff, man. We get to win in the end. And that's more than we can say about any of you people. You get to get a Ferrari. So we get to get Kingdom of Heaven with all types of gold, all the wives that we want, land, the earth, you know, seeds, plants, jungles and animals. You know, you got an underwater bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you see a whale swimming by while you over there just laying down sleep. Hey, man, that's awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You wake up in the morning, a child or one of your wives over there feeding a giraffe, sticking his head through the window. And this all yours. And you walk through. Meanwhile, you get a Ferrari somewhere, wherever you live at. Bankhead. Bankhead, nigga. Yeah.
They can bust your window and steal everything in it.
Exactly. You know? And stuff, man. All right. And at any given moment, man. You know what I mean? Jake got guns here. You had something to say?
No, I was saying.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was saying Jake is still your stick shift and don't even know how to drive it. You know.
Yup.
They got it. You know?
They were going to the rappers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Rappers come to the city, they be waiting on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But that's why the scripture say, show your treasures up in heaven. Without mouth and rust do corrupt. You know. Yeah, it's a spiritual thing we doing here.
Yeah, you can have a new car. Jake tell you don't know what to do with your shit.
Yeah.
You see that just got to show you, man, that hey, we on the right track. We know what we doing, man. We know what we dealing with. Oh yeah.
It's the same thing.
Oh yeah, the woman, yo.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You get you a fine ass woman, and you hear about some of this stuff they can say about you, man.
Take it to the club or a bar.
Oh boy, you don't know what to do with that.
I got it then. You know?
Right. It's too late for that. I already did plenty. But Jake don't care, man. Jake nasty. Jake want peace, man. Why she right there with you? She'll be all over you like a magnet, and still Jake want a piece. And this is why, we don't deal with these people in the world. All right. We know that we have a reward. And that's why even evil men crept in unawares. We get them the hell away from amongst us, man. Just like Yahweh Shai, he said what he said because he knew that those men wasn't really with him. They show you how much respect they had for him. We can get straight to the Most High. We don't care if you the son. And look what they did. They walked away from him.
That's like doing Moses. They got mad at Moses. Same niggas got mad at Moses. Yahweh did with Moses. The same niggas want to talk to Yahweh. It's the same niggas though.
Right.
Yeah, those have to be those guys in the reincarnation. Same ones that was mad because Moses was talking to the Most High. And a lot of people hate when we get real spiritual. But hey, that's just part of it. Because we have the spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right? And that spirit of prophecy. But see, one thing that a lot of you people don't understand is when it comes to the Most High and he opens you up to see things that everybody else ain't able to see, or he opens you up to a certain form of knowledge that you can't Google, that you can't get from you can't get it from nowhere else. You are getting it from the source. All right. Certain things that you may see or hear or be told, it will put you in a dreadful fear. All right. So Jacob come to you, so the Lord just show you everything, huh? And be that way. And then, all right, then you pray to the Lord, hey, can you show him man? And now this guy bugged out his mind. He couldn't handle it. And that was the same thing. They almost got consumed by the Lord, man. So they just told Moses, hey, Moses' spirit was different than y'all's spirit, man. Moses' spirit could handle being in the presence of Yahweh Shai like that. The average man's spirit would be destroyed being in the presence of Yahweh Shai like that, man. All right.
That happened. That's why I'm like, now you talk to him, bro.
Moses, you talk to him.
They couldn't even touch the mountain. They couldn't even touch the mountain. What you worry about talking to the Heavenly Father? They couldn't touch the mountain.
They couldn't even deal with the intro.
Right.
You gonna listen to the whole album.
Right.
Intro, man.
Moses don't walk up the whole mountain. He's up there. You can't even see Moses on the mountain. There's smoke and everything, and lightning, and all kinds of stuff surrounding him. Like I say, you can't even touch the bottom of the mountain. Come on, man.
Jake just full shit, man.
Yep.
Jake do not like to be told what to do.
That's right.
If I could just add, Jake don't like getting authority from the owner.
Right.
Because when it came to your house side, I was like, no, Caesar is our king. Yeah. Jake don't like, your own people having that authority, man.
Yep. But as soon as the so-called white man or a rap nigga come tell him something, man, for real, bro, that's deep, man. That's why I appreciate positive energy, man. Like, there's still real niggas left out here, bro, for real. All right, man, dang, Jake. We've been telling you straight out the scriptures. This guy ain't even brought a scripture out. Nothing. He hasn't mentioned the Most High. Nothing. But meanwhile, you just pay attention to this guy like you stole it to the clouds. Like the scriptures say, a rich man speak, they stole it to the clouds. Just like this guy Kevin Gates, he made a video talking about pretty much saying that he was stupid with his money at first because he was insecure, fat, and he needed to feel validated. And then he started buying land, Blueberry Farm, all this other stuff. I said, shit. You know how many videos brothers have made on you being responsible and accountable, man?
Right.
Yeah, so it take this tattooed up nigga,
Wicked ass nigga.
Yeah, a wicked ass nigga who hate the Israelites.
Yeah, he does.
To tell you something and everybody just extol it to the clouds. Oh yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro. See, we need more positive energy out here like this. What positive energy is he giving you? There's nothing positive about this. This nigga said that he moved heavyweight into all your neighborhoods and then made it to the top. And still does it from time to time, even while rich. That's what he says in his rap music. Come on, Jake. Meanwhile, we tell you, hey, forget all that, serve the Most High, man, and love him with all your heart, man, with all your soul, with all your heart, and do what you're supposed to do. And you despise us for that and call us crazy and say stupid shit like, well, if America's gonna get destroyed, what about y'all then? Y'all in America. Y'all say dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, what that nigga said in Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting high as damn mind.
Oh, yeah, he was high as hell, man. And see, but when we put curses on the people, they get upset. Y'all not supposed to curse. Man, look at you, man. You're interrupting the word. You're talking about us. You're making fun of us. How is that cool? Since when is it cool to go just make fun of you? If that was the case, plenty of people that walk by the camp all the time, we be clowning their asses the whole time. These Edomites with 2 little shorts on. You got Jake who's just looking like a retard, man. I'm talking about lost and hurt. Just like, man, what do you have going on for? Nah, man, we out here, we take this serious. We teach, man. You know? But that's also another reason why a lot of guys, they walk away from it, because this requires discipline. You have to be disciplined, man. You can't just act any type of way. Hell, you can't do any and everything around a brother. Talk a certain way, act a certain way. Hey, bro, be like, hey, calm down. hey, do it quick. Well, because you're required to have I guess you would say, professional code of conduct, man. You're not supposed to just be wild or ignorant, as Jacob said. All right? You're supposed to be ready after teaching and in the spirit. All right? Yeah, we drink, we do things like that, and when we get together and we have our downtime when we fellowship. But even then, we won't go act crazy towards one another. Oh, they're about to fight each other and shit. You know, acting crazy. You know, just going crazy. Like, we don't do that, man. You know, we still conduct ourselves the way that we supposed to, man.
We know it's time to play and time to be serious.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Right.
Yeah, because we joke. But you see what we have and the way that we conduct ourselves, it actually confuses the public. You know, when you go out to restaurants, when you go out together, the people just look. Why are all them together? You know? And then we have a different spirit on us. We have a spirit of Yahweh Shai on us. It's different. It's like, you don't get no evil, we came in there to fight you vibe. You don't know what to think, really. You just like, man.
Let's see the guys to themselves.
Right, they to themselves.
Yeah.
They dress different.
Yeah.
Everybody sagging.
Yeah,
they all got beards.
Yeah, they all got beards.
Right.
Ain't nobody had a black in their hair.
Right.
Yeah, nobody smoking. One another.
Yeah. Brothers catering to other brothers.
Oh yeah. Then we cater to one another.
Yeah.
Like brothers, they got going on. And sometimes if these brothers, I know brothers who do go out together a lot, y'all familiar with it. Other people will try to come in, man, and try to talk to y'all. You know, be like, so hey, you guys, man, especially an Edomite, you want to see what's going on, man.
That ain't your business, man. You cooling, like, you know.
Right.
Yeah, we just chilling, man.
But Esau got to stick his hand in his nose or something, you know.
This Colossians 3:10, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in the knowledge after the image of him that created him.
Right, and if you're gonna be in the truth, you gotta put on that new man. You can't bring no parts of this world with you, man. You gotta be like a newborn baby, man. All right, you gotta what it is, man. And you gotta grow, and you gotta continue to grow. You can't ever stop. You know, I don't care how long you've been in it. When you look at Apostle Hart's still growing. Yeah, that is amazing because of the level that he's on. It's like, whoa, the Lord's still showing this man things. And Apostle Gabar under him, Apostle Rakai under him, Apostle Ramlab under him. It just keeps going, and the Lord is just showing them even more things. It's like, whoa, it'll put you in fear of the men of the Lord that the Lord is dealing with. Because it's like, dang, man, who done made it that far? How do you not reach a plateau? Yeah. You know, usually if you play basketball for that long, you reach a exactly what we're talking about. I know you didn't get it on camera, but Jake walked by doing their little chant and whatever that they do. Because in the end, when Jacob's trouble come, man, ain't nobody gonna be laughing, especially if Jake. In the hour of temptation, on top of that, wow, Jay, you gonna have a choice, left or right during that time. And if you ain't right on either one of them, death is imminent. All right. Well, I was saying, the apostle so far still growing and still being revealed things and still coming out and going and going and going. Those are our examples. Bro. All right. We keep on that new man. We ain't looking back with that old man. Guys try to keep that old man on. Like, for example, y'all done with the who used to be head of the Atlanta camp. You know, he kept it as long as he was in the faith, 15 years, man. This man Hebrew named himself after Jordan, Yard done. It was like until everything came out, this was when we finally figured it out. Like, damn, he named himself after Michael Jordan. This nigga is crazy. That's some scary shit. This nigga had religion on it. Yeah, that nigga crazy.
This Ephesians 1:4. According as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Mm-hmm. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of the children by Yahweh Shah Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
Right. So our code of conduct is supposed to be on a higher level than the rest of these people. All right. So if you got that mentality, man, why can't I just be regular like the rest of these people out here? Well, then this ain't meant for you. All right, because you meant to be on a way higher level. You meant to act different. You meant to be better. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to a fighter. Now, a fighter, a man who learns how to box or he learns a trade in fighting or whatever, does he go around fighting civilians? They can talk noise all day as long as they don't put hands on.
Because he fighting them, he go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
The weapon.
Yep. Right. He doesn't do it. And it's the same thing with us, man. Hey, we got Yahweh Shai's name on us. All right. We don't need to be envying, being like them. All right. All right. Hey, we go, man.
Or giving the Lord a bad name, you know, bad reputation, I would say. You know, man, that we represent the Yahweh Shai, if we out here acting like the niggas that we, you know, talk about, then, you know, we giving the Lord a bad reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, the scripture speaks about media anger, but let's say sin not. Yeah. Because, you know,
surely oppression making a wise man mad. So brothers be upset sometimes, but you know, it's up to us what we're gonna do about it, man. If we're gonna maintain in the spirit or we're gonna get cornered, man. But remember, you got your house shot name on us, man.
Right.
So we act do certain things, it's fall back on your house shot.
Yeah, we go back to us being
we got it.
now going back to us being ambassadors or representatives. You don't only represent him when you teach, you represent him in your daily life. Like Apostle Paul said, they that preach the gospel should live with the gospel. You know, so your manner of life. So everywhere we go, we gotta represent that. When you on a job, you may disagree with the supervisor or co-worker, or you out in the world, some rub you the wrong way in damn Walmart or somewhere. You know, but I want to land back on the point that the other brother Warhead made. The fact that the apostles and men under them are still growing, that shows you're going to be developed in this truth until the chariots come. You know, like that's when you reach your, cause that's like the birth. Even though you've been born again in the spirit, when that salvation comes, that's actually when you change. So, you know, all of them, you know, growing until that comes, you know.
This Ecclesiasticus 20:3, it says, how good is it when thou art reproved to show repentance, because we was reproved by the Heavenly Father, right? Because we're talking about our conduct, the way we carry ourselves, and we show repentance, right? Because that repentance is what? Asking the Lord to forgive you for what you did and not going back to it. So the different vibe that people get from us is us showing our repentance. We showing them like we on a different level than your average nigga or your average native or your average Hispanic or whatever. All right,
and we accept reproof. That's a big thing. You know, we accept reproof. Nobody likes how it feels, but at the end of the day, we welcome reproof, man, in order to correct ourselves.
Hey, cause Jake, it's hard for Jake to accept that they slaves.
They don't even want to watch 12 years of slavery. Why can't they show us being up? They're always showing us back when we were slaves and down.
Skill's not real.
You ain't got no footage of you being up.
Right. Well, we got no footage on it.
It's either Jake not accepting still being slavery, or Jake just not accepting being wrong, man. Being wrong, period. It's like what Scripture say, if I say I will speak thus, I should offend the children of our people, roughly paraphrasing. They can't accept it. That's the difference between brothers and the people in the world, man. Like brothers actually, even brothers in other Israelite camps, they can't do it. They can't accept it, you know. And they go off on a lot of stuff, you know.
And then if I could say, you know, hey, we was up, man. You know, and the footage is in the scriptures, man.
Right.
All right. When you go from 1 Samuel, you know, from the time of David being anointed, all right, until Solomon died, going back to Kings, the 1 Kings 11 chapter, all right, that's the footage of us being up, man.
Right.
You know, other than that, I ain't know us being up, man. As long as this devil is ruling, we never been up, man. Right. You know, so Jacob tried to take one individual, his success, and make it seem like the nation made it, man.
Like you said, take one individual, Jake, to prove us wrong. Who's that we not up?
Right.
Count how many Israelites that are billionaires. Like we've been in this country for 400 years, and you just starting to get an Israelite that's a billionaire. It's 1 billion.
Right. And he can't reach back and help nobody else.
Nope.
Right.
No,
you're not allowed.
Right.
The fact that you even got to have that conversation is already shows that we through as a nation. You know what? It is a black one. Wait, no, he ain't a big. He made Beats by Dre. Wait, no, he ain't. No. Hey, you over here trying to think about it, man. Tyler, you over here going through Tiger Woods, all types of people, man. Samuel L. Jackson, you can't find anybody. All right, you tried Floyd. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say this real quick. I tried. I was on Google. And it took me to check out there in Nigeria. Well, you got the whole America I said black billionaire, you know, in America, or black billionaire.
Not him.
Crazy. Hey, you look up Jake, see a picture of Jerry Seinfeld, goddamn. You know, I ain't up there. All right. See, but the thing is, the men of the Lord, we accept reality.
Yep.
We accept the truth for what it is. And that's the truth. We're in captivity. Do we want to be in captivity? Hell no. But we in it. All right. We understand, hey, the Lord has a bigger purpose, man. All right. And
It speaks about the truth that set you free. Mm-hmm. That's why Jake can't really value it.
yeah,
You know?
Jake locked themselves up. Instead of letting the truth set them free, they rather believe in a fantasy world. Well, really, the truth is, whether you ain't even got to move to the billionaires and see who really the billionaires, the trillionaires. All right, go to your goddamn job. All right, look at all these companies, Comcast and Cox Cable and AT&T and water companies, all this other stuff. Look at the supervisors, general managers, floor managers, all these people who are over entire shifts and all this shit, and see what color they are. And there goes your all white people that are in these positions. Look at their daily, look at their yearly income per household. The average so-called white man's income yearly in his household is like 158,000. That's the average. Jake, yours not even 58,000.
Right.
Right. Jake per year is what, like 32,000? Like 32,000 a year, Jake. So see that $120,000 advantage that they have towards you, and tell me that this ain't so-called racist.
Right.
That proves it's blood money. That shit go back to slavery.
Yeah.
You know?
It ain't meant for Jake, man.
Right. It's every $5 that the so-called black man makes, Esau makes 100.
Yep.
You know, so you keep doing the math on that, see where you
Right. Well, you ain't got nothing. Well, you got
100,000, you at 5,000.
That's it. Well, you can't. You might as well quit.
I hope what in the scriptures, man.
That's it.
That's our only hope.
Then you work for him to get the money.
Yep.
How can you compete with him when you gotta go to him to get any type of money?
Right, and that's in the curses. That's how you know they follow us, man.
Right. And see, we tell it to you straight, man. You know, like the Lord told us to tell it to you. Yeah. But hey, Jake don't be wanting to hear it, man. And that's why, Jake, you can go live that fantasy world that you want to live, man. All right.
You know, I come your enemy because I tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm. We become your enemy because we tell you the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, a lot of time around Jake, I'm gonna say this: most Jake, you haven't even left outside the country. All right, most Jake been here in America. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you go outside the country, especially South America and stuff like that, you start seeing how well you will receive. You start seeing how much you're loved. You start seeing how much you're valued. And you're not constantly just being looked at as nigga. That's the last thing somebody's thinking about when you walk into a store. Oh, a nigga walked in. You know, nobody's thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody's thinking about that, man. But here, that's what's happening. Hey, he got the hand on the pistol under the cash register. Over there watching you. They done locked the door like 7 times.
That's the one right there.
This is society. Hurry up and fight.
Oh yeah, hurry up and fight.
She out in the breeze.
Hey man, you getting beat down, Jake. You getting destroyed, man. You know, you can't kneel to a flag. You can't do anything here, Jake. I mean, you literally can't do anything without being policed or persecuted for it, man. All right, you get shot by cops. This is the only nation Only in America do you see Jake over here. Wow, you know, and that's it. It's just over with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see that in Africa. You don't see that in South America. You don't see that in Canada. You don't see that in the UK, Ireland. You don't see no other Jakes doing that. He's gone down or any of this stuff. But it's happening to you here. And that's why we tell you the truth. The way that we supposed to tell you the truth, man. All right, you in the valley of the shadow of death. You Jakes who live here in America, you live directly in the valley of the shadow of death. This whole world belongs to the beast. But hey, as far as America, there's a special judgment directly for America. This is the valley of the shadow of death. Each and every way you turn is death. Every angle. The woman is your worst enemy in this motherfucker. That's it. You can't marry her. Because if you do marry her, and let's say she decides to turn on you, now it's over. You done lost half your soul. You might well save your soul and be a rapper. I mean, shit. If you're gonna do that, you know. All right, because she gonna take it. And we know guys. The one recent one. Yeah, he even got all his stuff took, man. She took over 200 G's from this man. You see what I'm saying? Jake ain't a millionaire, but hey, he made these figures, and hey, she got that shit too. All right.
Like you said before, that shows the court of curses is in America. Because you brought the brother Kaya Quan from London. He said like they basically don't use child support over there.
Oh yeah, they don't use it. Yeah, the brother Rakai Kwon up in the UK, he was like, man, he said, you brothers in America, he said, I don't envy you brothers. That's what he said. He said, but he said, man, child support, he said, kneeling to a flag. He was like, man, we don't give a damn about none of that. If a guy kneel to a flag here. He was like, and then up in with child support, he said, I even had to look it up. He said, I think it's something on it, but nobody used that shit.
4% on the bill.
Okay, yeah, we finna close out now. But he said nobody use that here. You know what I'm saying? So Jake, you gonna learn to stop taking what we telling you as a joke and acting like it's funny. Meanwhile, you over here riding around in a Honda in the valley of the shadow of death, man. You know, hey, you gonna learn. Hey, the Lord gonna wake you up to destruction. All right, that's what's gonna happen. But Lord will, you was edified, man. We want to give all praises
to Yahweh, Hashem,
great millstone, and honor to you brothers who out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. And with that, above! How about Shalom?